Hello, everyone. Welcome to IZLife, the channel that brings you knowledge and the essence of life through the pages of great books. Today is a sharing session through the classic novel The Alchemist with the title, Where Does True Motivation Come From? I invite you all to listen. When in our 20s, many of us wonder, what are our dreams? What do we truly want to do? Then, at the age of 25, we question whether we have really worked towards our dreams or not. Is this the path aligned with the desires of our heart? And at 30, once again we bow our heads and ask, if our long-held dreams haven't been realized yet, should we start now? If you're still uncertain about life, still living with an unsettled heart, with about 2 hours of reading this 225-page book, The Alchemist, you can find answers for yourself. The Alchemist has been published for over 30 years, translated into 81 languages, and sold in more than 170 countries. In Brazil, its fame is on par with religion and football. The reason for its immense influence lies in the fact that when reading this book, each of us can see a reflection of ourselves somewhere in the story. The Alchemist tells the story of a shepherd boy, Santiago. To fulfill his dreams, he doesn't hesitate to sell his entire flock of sheep, his entire family's fortune. Overcoming countless challenges, he embarks on a journey to find the treasure in the desert. It's an allegorical tale and a simple narrative that manages to touch the hearts of millions of readers. It's also the spiritual journey of the author himself. At the age of 17, author Paulo Coelho was rebellious and even sent to a mental institution by his parents. Growing up, he was imprisoned for opposing a dictatorship. At 38, it seemed like he hadn't achieved much, and he embarked on a solitary pilgrimage, walking nearly 600 kilometers to Santiago, Spain. This journey lasted over 3 months, gradually calming his restless heart. Afterward, he infused the insights and experiences from this journey into the story of Santiago, the young shepherd boy on his quest for treasure. After The Alchemist was published, it illuminated the hearts of countless bewildered individuals navigating through life's paths. Coelho also became the only Latin American writer comparable to Gabriel Garcia Marquez, the author of the timeless novel 100 Years of Solitude. The Alchemist teaches us that a purposeless life is merely a chaotic labyrinth. Those who step into it will find their entire lives a struggle to find an escape. If you're too concerned about gaining or losing, you'll always miss out on your dreams. The character Santiago was born into a very ordinary family in Spain. His parents scraped by on a few acres of land. When he was born, they placed all their hopes on him. They sent him to a seminary hoping he would become a priest and bring pride to the family. But becoming a priest would mean a stable life, and that wasn't Santiago's desire. One day, he mustered the courage to tell his father that he didn't want to become a priest. His dream was to travel, to explore the world beyond. Despite his father's resistance, Santiago's unwavering determination eventually prevailed. His father gave him 3 gold coins and said, "Buy some sheep and live the life you want." These coins weren't just a compromise, they symbolized the resonance from his father's heart, as his father had once desired to travel far and wide. In this book, each character has their own dreams. Even the corn vendor on the roadside wanted to visit Africa from a young age, or the crystal merchant who said, "I want to go to Mecca." Even the thieves near the pyramids had a dream of hunting for treasure, much like Santiago. However, due to various reasons under the pressure of reality, they ended up abandoning their dreams, leaving only regrets behind. Regardless of the reasons, they're all caught between the balance of gain and loss. This calculation blurs the initial passion, the original desire within you. Without courage and steadfastness in pursuing what you truly desire, you won't break free from the safety net in front of you. Santiago shattered that safe cocoon of reality. He left his homeland, became a shepherd, and chose to live the life he desired. In 2 years, he learned various skills of a shepherd. He saw beautiful landscapes and met many people. Life seemed smooth with the present circumstances. But once again, like a signal from the universe sent through a dream, for 2 consecutive days, Santiago dreamt of a child leading him to Egypt and telling him about a treasure nearby. What did this dream mean? Santiago met an old man known as the King of Salem, who said this dream was Santiago's destiny. The treasure was alluring, but the present life was more realistic. Santiago was torn. Pursuing the treasure meant giving up what he had now. Like many others, he almost lost himself. If you're too preoccupied with gaining and losing, you might miss what truly shapes your destiny. As the King of Salem told Santiago, destiny is what we truly desire. This statement reignited Santiago's passion. Wasn't his lifelong dream to see the vast world beyond? Santiago followed his inner calling, once again, choosing to embark on the journey he truly desired. You should know that the most extraordinary deception in life is when you let go, bow down to reality, and say, yes, it's too late. This is my destiny. I have to accept reality. But in fact, it's not. Destiny isn't something you'll regret. Destiny is what you genuinely want to do. People often wonder, will they regret what they haven't done or what they have done in the end? According to a study, for most of what people have done, if it results in failure in a short time, we'll only regret not doing better. Over time, we rationalize it and no longer feel regret. However, for things we truly desire and haven't been able to accomplish, we'll contemplate them every day, regret them for a lifetime, and it's hard to forget for the rest of our lives as we can't rationalize it or persuade ourselves. A writer once said, because we hesitate to take the first step, dreams will always remain distant. Dreams can't withstand waiting, and they're also afraid of discouragement. Like red-hot steel in a fire, it can only be shaped into the desired form through timely forging at high temperatures. Once it cools down, it becomes harder to shape. So when your long-hidden dreams are being awakened, act immediately. Take the first step toward pursuing your dreams while that enthusiasm is still there. Even if, in the end, we might not reach it, in our daily effort, we'll always see ourselves improving. What knocks you down, you must be even more determined and stronger. On the path to fulfilling dreams, it's not always smooth sailing. In the early days in Africa, Santiago faced similar challenges. He had to endure 2 consecutive major setbacks. The first was a language barrier. The second was encountering a person who spoke Spanish. At first, he thought this person was a genuine friend, but ultimately, he deceived Santiago and took all his money. Just yesterday, when his future seemed bright, he now finds himself penniless. Santiago was on the brink of collapse. He remembered that not long ago he had 60 sheep, but now he had nothing. He felt lonely and lost in a foreign land. In this moment, he recalled the words of the King of Salem, "When you really want something, the whole universe conspires to help you achieve it." These words gave him confidence and courage. The next day, Santiago packed up and hit the streets to seek opportunities. Life sometimes deals us a blow, but it also brings us hope. With keen eyes and the ability to identify problems that need solving, as well as a willingness to help others, one can succeed. Santiago found a crystal shop on the street, but business was slow. Through observation, he suggested to the shop owner that clean crystals would attract more customers. He offered to polish all the crystals in the shop in exchange for a meal. When the owner hesitated, Santiago took the initiative to clean the crystals himself. Unexpectedly, this attracted 2 customers who bought crystals, and Santiago got hired. Pursuing dreams may lead to moments of despair, especially when one works tirelessly for a long time, only to find the dream still distant. Santiago was disheartened by this, but he stayed at the crystal shop, set aside his dream temporarily, and focused on making money. Sometimes he had brilliant ideas to improve the business. A year later, Santiago had doubled his initial funds and learned not only about business but also Arabic. For someone whose heart was set on something they truly wanted to do, challenges ceased to be injustices or hardships. They became opportunities for growth. To give up is to touch the shore of a dream. At this point, Santiago faced a choice. 1, he could live a comfortable business life in the present. 2, he could continue pursuing his dream. The crystal shop owner tried to convince him to stay, but Santiago heard the king of Salem's words in his ear. "You must always remember what you want." Thus, he gave up the immediate riches and chose to continue his pursuit. He never forgot that his journey's purpose was to find treasure in Egypt. And so his journey continued. Crossing thousands of kilometers of desert, he reached a small oasis where he met Fatima, a beautiful girl. Her presence sparked love in Santiago's heart from the very first moment. After some time, his love for her deepened, and he even considered abandoning his dream to stay with her forever. But the dream of the alchemist awakened him. Giving up his dream would lead to lifelong regret for him and burden Fatima with his decision. After this realization, Santiago decided to continue his journey to Egypt. True motivation comes from within. Santiago faced countless challenges in his pursuit of the Egyptian treasure. He was captured by military troops, robbed of all his money. He faced impossible challenges, like turning himself into the wind in 3 days or facing death. Despite these challenges, Santiago held on to his spirit. He communicated with the sun and wind, connected with the world's soul, and learned the language of the universe. With the encouragement and inspiration from the alchemist, he faced the impossible and transformed into the wind. However, when he reached the pyramid, not only did he not find the treasure, but he was also robbed and beaten by thieves. From their words, he learned that the treasure was in his homeland. When you truly have a dream, something you've always wanted to accomplish, and it resides in your heart, no matter how difficult life becomes, you won't be discouraged. As someone once said, "A person who knows why they are living can endure any life." The author also revealed that the ability to realize a dream makes life more exciting. We all have unlimited potential in life, and the journey to pursue a dream is filled with countless joys. The dream may not always come true, but in the pursuit, you'll find genuine happiness and become a better version of yourself. Just like Santiago's journey, which seemed like a waste of time, it added depth and meaning to his life. Even if Santiago didn't find the treasure, the experiences he had, the people he met, all shaped his life's narrative. Life isn't just about the days we've lived, but the days worth remembering. Thank you for listening to IZLife, a channel that explores knowledge and life's meaning through captivating books. If you found today's video valuable, please share it with those who might find it helpful. Show your support by liking, subscribing, and turning on notifications to catch our latest weekly videos. And if you have any thoughts or feelings, don't hesitate to share them in the comments section below. Thank you, everyone. Farewell, and see you in the next videos.